The first thing we have to look at is his use of the Mozambique pattern. Now you would expect this from a drummer that's functioning in maybe the jazz world all the time, or maybe the Afro-Cuban or world rhythms world, but he actually would incorporate this into pop songs. So not only is playing with any of the jazz artists he played with or with Chick Corea, but he also put it right smack dab into the middle of a pop song. The groove that's completely left of center and infamous by him is Late in the Evening. And just as a little side note, the first time I had to play this, I'd never heard this song, and I just simply played a 4 on the floor groove and the whole band laughed the entire time. Here's a clip of me breaking that groove down for you.
In the right hand, it's going to be going basic Mozambique ride pattern. 1 and 2 E and A, 3 E and 4 E and A. The kick drum's 4 on the floor, except on beat 4, he plays the left hand, he's playing a tom pattern that alternates in between the floor tom and the high tom, and it's going to go 1 E and a 2 E and 3 E and a 4 E and.
Another thing that makes learning some of Steve Gadd's grooves so frustrating is that he incorporates the left foot into a lot of them, not just like on quarter notes or on 2 and 4, on 8th notes or on the upbeats, but he actually makes them an intricate part of the groove itself. The most obvious and popular example of this would be 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover by Paul Simon. He puts that hi-hat in there, but stomping with his left foot. Also has this crazy shuffle pattern that he plays, and it's not that hard. It's just that playing that shuffle with the left foot involved in keeping it in the pocket, that's hard. His use of rudiments within his drumming. He doesn't just use 1 or 2, he uses the whole catalog. Now Steve Gadd was a school drummer as well. He spent some time in the Armed Forces Band, so I think this comes naturally to him. Many times when drummers put rudiments into their playing, it sounds a little stiff. But not with Steve. You can hear his solo Crazy Army. It's obviously got tons of rudiments. Also 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover incorporates some rolls into that groove. And then you've got grooves like Lenore, and there's countless examples of these, especially with Chick Corea and Al Di Meola, where he's incorporating paradiddles and reverse paradiddles, paradiddles, all into his playing. Here's a breakdown of the Lenore groove.
On the floor tom, right, left, left, and then an accent on the snare drum. Beat 2 is going to go 2 ghosted here, 2 E and A. Put those together. On beat 3, we have a kick drum on the downbeat. On the E of 3, we have a ghosted note here, and then hi-hat, and then again another kick. Beat 4 is a right, left, kick, kick.
This next one is the thing that makes him so hard to mimic or copy. It makes his parts so hard to learn, and that is his unquestionable pocket in everything that he plays. Every time you hear a track by Gadd, not only can you tell it's immediately him, so he's got his stamp on it, but also it is so deep in the pocket that it makes it very, very hard to learn and emulate exactly what he was doing. So even if you can get the notes correct, you may not get the part because it's not pocketed correctly. This next one we don't often think about, but it's musical awareness. His musical awareness is so vast. He knows exactly when to sit in the background and just pocket some things and support the song how it needs to be supported. We have countless examples of him doing that in the disco era. You can also go look at songs like Just the Two of Us, where that's actually got a little 16th bass drum in there that helps drive that groove. He knows exactly when to sit back and just support that song exactly like it needs. But then he also has the musical awareness to understand, hey, there's a little room for me to create here. And that's how you get incredible pop songs, but they're also merged with this incredible drum part. This one you don't see unless you look at a lot of different parts that he created and then look at how he played them. But it's his unique approach to groove creation. It's like there's no rules. Whereas, like, you know, when you and I maybe sit down, it's like, okay, this is how I play. For him, he's like, no, maybe I'm gonna play like this open-handed. Maybe I'm gonna play with 4 sticks. Maybe, like, there's just no rules. So you've got him playing open-handed, like in Lenore. You've got him playing with 4 sticks, like Late in the Evening. And again, some of this goes back to him being schooled in how to grip 4 sticks to play that. His use of Mozambique on a pop song. We've got playing the left foot hi-hat inside of the groove. All of these things are very left of center and for most players are not a natural thing to put into their playing. And this one is just a personal one. He's so frickin' tasty. Like, come on, can you be that tasty as just one person? I mean, you all know, look, the flutter lick. Check it out, the 157 mark of Chucky's in Love. That's a good, slower example of it. But there's tons of examples of him playing it faster too. It's so slick, and it's so cool, and it's so tasty. Or maybe just check out the entire track of Night Sprite with Chick Corea. And he's put into a special class of drummers with his ability to span genres, whether it's disco or yacht rock or fusion, jazz, ballads. Go listen to Al Di Meola's Race with the Devil on the Spanish Highway and then jump over and listen to some of his, I don't know, work in the disco era where he's just sitting back there hitting up beats and keeping the pocket. He can span these genres effortlessly, still sound like himself, and still just keep everything under the earth with his pocket. And just as a little bonus with this one, I've got a free sheet music download for this. Yes, it includes Lenore, it includes Late in the Evening, it includes 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, it includes Aja, and one more. So I want you to go check that out. It's a free download just to say thank you.